Hello everyone, welcome to the 48th episode of the official Sucrose Stans podcast. Today we are tier list testing again, since I think most viewers wanted us to do the tier lists regularly, and I feel like it's a good opportunity to do it right before Columbina release and right at the end of Duran's release, basically, to give our final thoughts on Duran as well as a pre-release power scaling of Columbina. But before that, we still have some things to discuss, and obviously, first of all, the guests. So, Butterfer, hello.
Hello. I'm Butterfer. Y'all know me by now. I do some combos, I do some TC. Yeah.
Thank you for coming today. And then Havaach.
Hello everyone. I do Genshin speedruns. I stream. I upload HSR content. Hi, how is everyone?
Thank you for joining today. And Ulfikas. Ulfikas? Did he immediately go mute? Oh. Well,
presumably.
He is muted.
Okay, well then. Before we go into the tier lists, we have one thing that Butterfer reminded me of, and we already discussed it in the group chat. It's basically... Wait, I will pull up the shorts. Wait, where is it? So basically, Meliastra Wonderland is adding the usage of characters outside of the main character, like the Meliastra character. You can also play these other characters now, meaning you can test teams, and you can do some kind of map with only one enemy, and then you can also apparently show the total damage or even DPS probably. And that sounds really huge for testing, and we have been very hyped about that. But what do you think about that?
Yeah, absolutely. I hope they add a lot of customization to it. Like, you can choose how big your enemy is. You can choose how many enemies there are, how far apart they are from each other, their level, obviously, resistances, freeze resistance. That's important, and then there's lots of these scripts that count different things: DPS, like total damage, maybe auras as well, like aura uptime, reaction counts. There's so much that could be done.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be a very, very useful tool for theorycrafting.
What we don't know yet is if you can equip the same artifacts, I believe. Like, it wasn't shown in the video, because that was the main problem with that one event that works exactly like Meliastra Wonderland. But you cannot use your own artifacts. So I really hope that you can actually use your own artifacts in this. Otherwise, it would. I guess you can just give stats that simulate an artifact set. That could also work. But yeah, I mean, it looks really nice. I hope they add the damage dealt for each character. Yeah, that's. I hope that is possible. It's not a question of that they add this, because as far as I know, it's the scripts of the people that are making the games themselves. But since it's user generated content, but I guess we have to hope that it is an option to include that. Or it is possible with the code. Anyway, but that's something that we are definitely looking forward to, and we might even do some testing on stream, or I will do testing on stream if that's the case. Could be really interesting.
I like what chat said. damage dealt for each character, damage distribution.
Yeah, damage distribution. That is also
Uh,
something I really want. Has
It's
anyone
gonna be
in
quite
the
funny.
TC community dabbled in Miliastra creation? No. I played it once and then I immediately quit.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have not opened it since the first time. I only opened it to make my OC.
Yeah, same.
I don't even have the mannequin.
I played the, I think, one game that was like very choppy. But I think the thing about the user-generated content, as we said, which is already happening, I believe, is you have to give it a lot of time until people figure out because it's entirely based on the users, not on the not on Hoyoverse. So the first games are going to be pretty ass, and I think I've already seen like some shooter gameplay that actually looked kind of good. I think on TikTok.
Oh no.
It looked pretty funny.
There's also MMOs and shit.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
more
true.
on the China side.
True, yeah. I think it is more popular in China anyway, like the entire mode itself. I believe. I'm not sure.
It
A
is. If you go
crazy
on
mod
Bilibili.
for crazy people.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Crazy
that
Chinese.
sounded Rodriguez, I don't know.
It's all. It's
What? We're just going to ignore that. Okay, let's continue to the tier list. So Butterfer, have you looked like into Durin like teams at all? I know you didn't pull Durin, but have you like compared different teams with Durin, maybe?
I did one with Arlecchino, and he's pretty shit.
Okay, no, I don't mean calcs. I mean like actual gameplay. Did you borrow someone's Durin account? Or look
Nope.
at testing? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I mean,
I've
done
seen
it
other
before.
people
yeah.
play him.
I wish we had
I have
Kinkle
an
here
idea.
because Kinkle probably tested Durin the most.
Yeah.
So I have to carry the Durin conversation again. Good thing about Durin, I mean, they actually announced the artifact sets, and I think the artifact sets themselves, even though we didn't talk about it a single time during the episodes, I believe, they are quite a big upgrade for Durin, and also for Klee. For Venti, if you don't, I think if you run two-piece, then it would be a big upgrade, but if you had like one of the sets farm that he uses, then it's less of an upgrade.
I think it's a good upgrade anyway, because
Yeah.
the old sets you either used, I think, Pavilion or like Echoes or something.
And Pavilion was
It only buffs
clunky.
half. It's clunky, it only buffs half his damage, so it's still a pretty good increase, I think.
Yeah. Okay, well then let's talk about Durin later. I want Rolfigas to talk about Jehoda. Rolfigas, are you?
Oh, you really choose the wrong guy, because I fucking despise this character in terms of gameplay.
I chose you intentionally.
Oh yeah, to shit on this character. Imagine making a Sucrose with flat buffs only, not cry, and has 4 times the fill time. That's Jehoda. Like there's not much to say positive about her, because like her buffing is mediocre. It's shit till C6 and mediocre at C. The fill time she requires makes Nahi the EQ look and that's not a good thing for a 4-star. I'm sorry.
That's true, yeah.
And
It is unfortunate.
she takes away not cry resonance from Flynn's.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that
also
as well.
annoying.
It takes it from everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
That's unfortunate.
the most success in terms of calking, we do, since it's pre-release, I don't know, like, it's about Columbina. I don't know, like, how it's going to turn out, but since Columbina teams end up having, like, if you play Columbina carry, the last slot doesn't need to be, or, like, if you run Jehoda, you don't necessarily need a Nordcry character in the last slot, because you already are using Lauma. And she doesn't require another support. Like, obviously she does require another support, but you get what I mean. But I looked into Sucrose instead, like double and Nemo stuff, and then I looked into Farina, and both have big issues. I don't think it's recommendable. I think you would just use Sucrose still. Sucrose is just, but like, if you need a sustain, I guess that's the main thing. That's the main value I see in Jehoda, really. Like, at C6
positive thing of this character.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Like, the healing, I don't even think C6 makes her any, like, it does help her a lot, obviously, but it doesn't make her more, it doesn't make her catch up, I don't think, just because of the clunkiness.
Yeah, and it's so bad because, well, C6 is like her only like useful constellation and shit. The other three, C1, C2, C4, they don't help her like field time. Don't help at all.
I don't know why they didn't make C2 fix her field time or something. That made zero sense.
Yeah, it's like make her just instantly fill the jar once every 15 seconds in a E-cast instead of holding.
Yeah.
That will, for me, make her better than Sucrose for like at least never, personally.
Yeah, I feel like she should.
Probably not, but 50 CV is a lot.
Yeah. I have C6 Jehoda at level 20. Oh no. Oh, that's fine. I guess, yeah. That is so sad.
Okay, which talent is it 100 EM again? Is it on Ascension 1 or 4?
It should be Ascension 4.
Oh, then it's 60, 70 is optimal. She's literally Sucrose.
Well, Sucrose with issues. But
Lots of issues.
Lots of issues, yeah.
At least she looks good.
Sure, she does look good. Okay. For anyone wondering, I'm still sorting the list just because I didn't automatically save, even though I saved it. So yeah. Can anyone? I have to concentrate to fill in the gaps. Can anyone take over, please? And yap about either Jehoda, Duran, or one of the Hexen Circle characters.
If you could like open up you could like stream on Discord because I can't see the stream right now on my phone.
Okay.
I'm not home. Thank you. Holy shit, what the fuck? I didn't beat tier 3.
Okay, you can talk about one of the Hexen Circle members, the one you like the most after the buffs.
The only Hexen Circle I want to mention is not even a character, it's the artifacts. It's coming out in like 4 days. That's when the update drops. It'd be a big upscale to like all the carries. Because one thing I noticed between all of like the 1.0 units that got buffed.
Yeah, they all don't have sets.
It's not even just that, their damage distribution is like all over the place.
That's true.
They don't have like one talent where it's like the talent you focus on and nothing else. No, you just can't have that. Like
Albedo can't even use it.
Yeah, Albedo just can't use it. official already has golden troops, so I'm not gonna change anything. At least I think so. And like, who else buffed? Mon as a support, she's not holding a damage stat. Durin can use it for damage, unless he wants a support set more like Noblesse. And then the carries will just use it anyways. So like, I think that just buffing attack and crit rate in general is the best way, because just buffing one type of damage will not be the ideal, because they're all like distributed among multiple talents, and all the sets were like either buffs only normal attacks, like DPC buffing only normals and charge it for Venti, and like what? I don't
I do
think
feel like
Lee can
it's.
even hold. Go on.
I feel like it's gonna be a Varka's set.
It definitely will. What I expect them to do is, since the set is like very generalistic stats, so you can just do like random shit on the kit multipliers, like a little bit of damage onto the Q, a little bit on the E, a little bit on normals, a little bit on talent damage with no description, like Emily's Ascension 4 or some shit. So they can do that just to force the set in, and you can't like use like Gladiator to buff his normal, or I don't know, fucking Golden Troop even to buff the skill. No, it's that set and pity. Because they will distribute all the damage to make every single other set dysfunctional in comparison. So like, yeah, I think this is the way to go. Like, not even Durin had a damage set, because Emblem needed ER, and he was a character that like, he gets so much energy to himself that he doesn't even feel like a 70 god. Sometimes. Only sometimes. So like, he doesn't even need that much ER in the teams where he does damage.
Yeah, true.
However, the only thing I need to mention, probably, because I think people still thinks this, no, Klee and Razor did not power creep
Yeah.
Klee and Clorinda, please.
That is,
Like,
that is.
The agenda was funny until people started taking it seriously.
Yeah.
That's where I drew the line.
Also, something I want to remind everybody, I don't think we've mentioned it, but like the signature situation, that everyone except Venti has no signature. Like Klee doesn't have a signature, and then Razor technically, but like Razor's a foster, so he won't have a signature anyway. It's mainly Klee. It's mainly Klee. I feel like Klee has huge signature lacking syndrome. If she gets something that's like 30% plus, then I can unironically see her beating most of the Fontaine characters. But I don't think that's going to happen. If she gets her signature, it's probably less than 30%.
Yeah, and I said this. I played Razor myself just to see. Okay, let's see if this is the actual Clorinda power creep I was marketed for this to be. And I'm like, okay, he's actually playable, but it's not like turbo broken. It's actually just a good character, not broken.
That's how I see him as well. At least he doesn't have Stygian energy issues.
Yeah, like he can genuinely burst in under 10 seconds. First rot, without breaking it.
Sino wishes.
True. Like even Setos can do that. So like I think it's bound to happen that every single like burst dependent character that gets buff is gonna get like a shit ton of energy funneling into the rocket. Which for Razor was very easy, because he had like when you start Incision, he has 190 ER baseline, which is 3 sigils plus the passive. Like it's very easy to get this burst now.
True. Oh, we haven't even talked about... Yeah?
I was going to say, I know Razor's an old character, but I do feel like he has the 4-star con problem. The
Yeah, the C6 Reliance, true.
Yeah,
Um,
that's true.
Oh, but he's a 1.0 character. Everyone has him.
when was
Catches.
the last?
Wait, is he in the shop?
He is.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
That makes a
then-
lot
another-
less bad.
Another character I feel this with is like people have been calcing, I think C6 Goro with Zibai, but my
Oh, yeah.
problem is Goro's only been on awful banners.
True.
Like,
But
When-
here's
when was
the
the last
he
time?
hasn't. He's not been on banner for a while, I think.
Yeah,
so
they are
there's
probably using
a
Dubai.
Has
they
he
just
ever
put-
appeared?
I looked it up. The last banner he was on was Sijuin and Mizuki.
Holy
Yep.
balls.
That was a long
Holy
time
balls.
ago.
Yeah, and then prior to that is just Ito, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think there is like a reasonable chance they just put him on banner with Zubai.
Yeah, every other defense scaler is on Chronicled.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like if they actually
Yeah.
put him on banner with Zubai, he like that would be pretty good. I'd
For
be
sure.
pretty happy about that.
How did-
It's bound to happen. It has to happen.
Yeah, it should. I've been assuming that it does happen. Because it just makes so much sense for it to happen, but it might not.
They could pull out some generational thing and make what's a character? I know, but I know on both halves banners.
That's never happened before, has it?
I think
It-
that the closest was Noel with like 2 banners apart, but banner after banner, not really.
I think Chevro's also
Wasn't-
ran pretty close.
Yeah,
Wasn't
Trevor was cool.
Eonson? Eonson was on Varessa banner and then was on Mavika banner.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a close one as well.
True, yeah.
Like,
I'm almost
They
done.
could just pull that because it would make sense. It's like it's lunar banner, technically.
Jungling. Where's Emily?
We're almost done. Almost done.
Emily got lost in the material. Oh no, there
Emily-
she is.
Yeah.
We're almost there.
Jungling Albedo. Okay, 1 second. Emily.
Wait.
Jungling
Where do you get?
Ganyu.
The Ganyu.
Has anyone tried Duran Ganyu? I mean, Duran doesn't buff melts, but technically, wait, does Duran apply more pyro than Mavrika?
I know the guy that runs the
Let's say-
Ganyu Clips channel, where it's like a Ganyu main just doing runs to this day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they ever pulled Durin, but I think they said that it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes
It's more
sense.
so like damage wise, but he doesn't really support the Ganyu, which is what he is looking for. He's not a fan of wheelchairs.
Yeah, I wish that's, but I'm pretty sure they are saving the Mualani and the Ganyu support. I that's my newest copium, that they are making
What's
pyros.
Mualani and Ganyu?
They are making Pyro Seedlali a vape melt buffer. Like Pyro Seedlali,
Ah.
and then she's a vape melt buffer, and
Oh.
then she
Nicole?
buffs EM or something, and then just you use her with melt carries and vape carries.
If they actually make one of that amps Ganyu by, let's say, what do we put as a baseline for like the Pyro? Ling or Mavuika? For
Mavrika, I
specifically.
would say. Actually, no.
Okay, so
I'm not sure.
let's say for Ganyu's personal damage, if a Pyrocyte Lally ever happens, and it's like at least a 40% upgrade per Mav, like just personal damage on Ganyu, I could see that guy genuinely like loses shit. Like he loves Ganyu so much, 40% upgrade will genuinely make him like wail. Probably. I'm
Okay.
100% sure. It will be huge even for Molani herself. But we'll see.
Yeah.
If that ever happens.
They'll add the support one patch before a new cryo melt carry.
Yeah, that's their formula. It's the, what's the name? Budget impact. Or
Budget
bundle.
impact. Yeah, they are
Bundle
doing that.
impact.
Bundle, yeah, they are doing that in HSR as well. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, they're starting already with Elation. The new dog shit pet, yay.
Weird. 3, 5.
Wait, was Mav in that tier? Only Mav there?
Yeah, we decided that Mavrika's the true SS
Oh.
character. Anyway, let's just start regrouping finally. Okay, so let's start with let's say Razor. I think I would put Razor lower than this. I think that's a bit of glaze. Especially over Klee. How did that happen?
He was super bad chested. I wouldn't drop him a full tier.
No, not a full tier, but maybe like half a tier. Do you think he's
Razor
better
is
than
worse.
Ganyu?
An optimized Ganyu would always clear faster than Razor. Put them next to each other, honestly. Because
Okay.
I don't see him worse than Rio, for example.
Actually, yeah,
we
then I
had
would
him
put him
above
here.
Aino.
What?
We had him above Aino and Mona.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know how that
Wait, where was
happened.
Aino?
Aino's here.
Aino's there.
I will
Okay.
talk about Aino actually. I think I have an argument to make.
Yeah,
Aino's
first
quite
of all, where is Venti? Where's Venti? Where do we put him?
Venti is here. I wanna put him down. I think
Yeah, I think we were on a little bit of a
glaze.
circle glaze. The set's not out yet, but it's gonna be like a
True, we should
average
consider
of
the
20%.
set.
An average of 20% upgrade to everyone. Gonna be huge if you ask me.
It is,
Okay,
yeah.
we are keeping the
sure.
set in mind, so I think Venti is fine here. Maybe. But I think with the set, Klee is probably like...
Wait, then with the sets, then Razor should be above Rio at least. Like what why is it below?
You said like it's the same, like...
Oh no, I said that I don't see him below Rio ever.
Oh, that's... I
Sorry.
thought... Okay, I misunderstood. Yeah, true. That is actually true, yeah. Then I think we can put him... If we consider
the
set, then
next
I guess
one?
we can put him higher. I will
Beetle's
argue
also
Klee
there.
above Venti.
Sorry.
Is anyone okay with that? Actually, Venti has
I
a
don't know what-
signature, so...
What teams does Klee play in nowadays? I don't study her.
Duran stuff. Overload stuff. It just looks decent.
Ah, okay, then that makes sense. She can't vape. Shit.
Yeah, but I feel like her numbers at the baseline are just higher than Venti's. From what I've seen, I feel like Venti is just not it. Okay, to be fair, I have my Venti, and I'm comparing it to optimized Klee, and I will agree that my Venti isn't that optimized, but it's an Aqua Venti with pretty good artifacts. I'm comparing that to Jamie's Klee.
I played Venti on Thunder's account with like Albedo because he didn't pull Durin.
Oh
was
no,
doing, like,
Venti
some-
Albedo. Oh no.
Well,
I mean,
But-
it's pretty cool. It's not the greatest, but he has C1 R1. He has like the second Shiori Sig, and he gave it to him.
Okay, that sounds good. Speaking of Albedo, I would
Okay,
actually put him higher than this. Maybe a bit.
What is the Brobido? Oh, below Shangling, nah, he has to be.
Maybe here?
What do we think of like Albedo on the new gen carries? Like an X and Circle add-on. Does he perform well in there?
Wait, where?
Albedo was like a Hex and Circle enabler. Like,
Yeah,
does he perform well in like modern teams?
he does. He does, like, from the reviews I've seen and also from Kinkle, Albedo just seems to always do well. Like, no matter what's the team. Obviously, he is never best in slot. He always, like, he usually makes some kind of Duran Albedo wheelchair. But I feel like the Duran Albedo wheelchair is actually one of the better wheelchairs. Like, it does actually a decent amount of damage. I don't think it's obviously near the level of Inefa Columbina wheelchair, but that's we are getting to that. But yeah,
That makes sense.
the difference, the other difference is Inefa and Columbina actually have teams that aren't wheelchair, but I don't think there's a team with Albedo other than Klee that is like, I think Klee, Albedo, Duran is there's actually high synergy between the units, but Klee also really likes Overload, so that's an awkward situation. Then everything else is with Albedo. Klee is just wheelchair. Like Navia wheelchair, like Alekino wheelchair, stuff like that. With Duran
Albedo's comeback is so huge. I mean, yeah, but so is Razor. Razor went from an NPC to a literally good character.
Yeah, true. And I think Albedo is a better character than Kazuha, ironically. Like, with Albedo, I can see a reason to play him. And I think he's closer to the best in slot options, even though he's not necessarily best in slot in a lot of teams. Kazu's just also never best in slot, but there's even less of a reason to play Kazuha.
Yeah, I mean, Kazuha's
That's
only use case is like whale Moika.
Yeah,
or, like, whale
infused cryo burst, but then Sucrose? Sucrose infused cryo burst?
Kazuha's better, but that's like C6.
With C2.
Well, not C6.
I guess,
Like
yeah, with
C2+.
C2 Kazuha.
And
Okay,
his broken R5.
okay, next.
Yeah, from foreign is too broken.
Is there anyone who you would say directly benefited from Hexen Circle teams that isn't a Hexen Circle member? I guess Moalani.
Milani for sure, yeah.
Moalani got quite the
The
bump.
mono upscale is crazy.
Honestly,
Or like the whole
Milani's
single
very-
target.
not
think
above Nefer,
accord-
obviously, but
Okay, according to my very scientific numbers, so this is how the DPSs are after Columbina, right? First of all, I don't like Mavuika is still, thanks to the Sucrose team, the strongest. But that requires you to do like the combo, like the double cryo combo every other rotation. If you can't do that, like Zubai and Nefer are arguably stronger. But like I said, I think this was also brought up last time by someone. I don't remember who. And but like, because you can only play one lunar team to its full potential at a time. Like Moika, Mualani, and Skirk are still top 3, so to speak, for that reason. Or not like some of them could still be part of the top 3 for that reason. I
I
guess.
would argue I have changed on my opinion regarding you can only play one Luna team, but I will also get into that later.
No, you can play more than one. You can only just
But at full potential, I do believe.
yeah, exactly. So
No,
I would say
I will. Yeah, I will just go when the time
Yeah,
comes. Yeah.
yeah.
There will be a chance where you can technically play 3 in like what's the name? Dijon. If one of the enemies is Ulpa,
Oh, true.
You know?
True. Then you could do
you can
Flynn's.
technically play all 3 in that situation. But it needs like one Hydro matchup.
You could do like Flynn's Overload, then Zebai with Columbina, and then Nefer with Aino.
Flynn's is not stronger than Nefer or Zubai. Like that is shitty calc standard propaganda.
True.
Badges. We got the badges.
So in case you guys didn't know, like a big part of Flynn's team DPS is Ineva's personal damage, which comes from her Ascension passive. That does not scale with talent levels. All the calcs you see floating around use talent level 9 for no fucking reason. If you put it to talent level 10, like, Ineffa doesn't scale with that. Flynn's does. But Flynn's doesn't do as big a portion of his team's DPS as, like, your Zubai or your Nefer. And he does scale well with, like, higher artifact standards. But Nefer and Zubai scale better. Or especially Nefer. Nefer and Skirk, they scale the best with a higher or slightly higher artifact standard.
I guess, yeah.
So,
yeah, true.
like in the end, they are all like reasonably close. It's not like Skirk. I'm not gonna say that Flynn's is shit. Like that's just not true. They're still very, very close. But like he, under a reasonable set of assumptions, he is not stronger than Nefer and Zubai. Yeah. He's still very good though. Like if you like playing Flynn's, keep playing him. He's definitely
true.
very, very strong.
And out of the 3, he has the biggest front load, or like biggest ability. Doesn't he? Doesn't?
Does he?
I think he just front loads the best.
Because he gets his first burst.
No, I don't mean in Stygian, to be fair, because I think Stygian just doesn't matter in front load unless we are ever getting PMA. But for Abyss,
for Abyss, I guess I could see it. His first burst can come out very soon. Like
I mean mainly because of his concentrated
I don't
damage.
even want to imagine.
Like Nefer has her damage concentrated in 6 charge attacks. Then Zebai also has it concentrated in 5 elemental skills. But Flynn's is 2 bursts. And if you have C1, then it's 3 bursts. And this, obviously, he does a bit of damage outside of that, but it's like 80% of his damage.
Mostly clouds.
But
he's driving the clouds.
True. He's just a wheelchair driver.
True.
Like Twitter
That's
said.
probably the biggest misconception is that he's wheelchair.
Yeah, it's so sad. Okay, we need to wrap up the Hexen Circle changes. So, Mualani, are we fine with Mualani in this spot?
That makes sense for me. Does that make sense to others?
I would say so.
Mualani's very good.
Ignore the other characters. We are adjusting the not cry characters after. Then who else got buffed? The Klee is, I think, fine. Honestly, I don't know if Klee is better than Venti or Venti is better than Klee. Klee gets a free C1. I forgot to mention that, but yeah, that's why I also believe Klee is better than Venti. But
makes sense.
Yeah, I
believe that.
And then the Mona, we forgot Mona. I would actually
Yeah, what
put her
one?
quite high.
Yeah, for sure.
At least
I don't know
about
how
the
high.
show. Better version show is at least
I think she's more valuable than like I would.
you can put her high though.
I
She
don't
has that
know.
value.
Like I feel like the value she brings to Morlani is better than any Yelan team. But like obviously,
Honestly,
Yes.
yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. This is true.
Mona's
This is
very,
true.
very good.
Oh no,
I
Mona above
rarely,
Yelan. Did we ever see this coming?
I
But then
rarely
you
use
then you
Yellow
think about
nowadays.
it. And then they'd be like, oh, but multi-wave. No
Yeah.
multi-wave in Stygian, by the way.
That is
It's
true.
just boss.
I would say Mona is a bit shaky. I think in Abyss she can be very clunky. In Stygian she's very good, but she has the energy issue, which means that her rotation needs longer. I guess you can do a smaller rotation. That's easier. That's easily doable with Morlani.
She'll be.
And also she just
Mona-
scales heavily with constellations now. Like C1, C2 is already nice, and then C4 is pretty good as well.
Yeah. And she's still good with Skirk. And she's still, I think, the fact that she exists, that you could use her with Skirk, is very nice.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay, then the next Sucrose doesn't really change. Honestly, we can put true. There's the Luna
Sucrose-
things that happened, but we won't
Sucrose
consider
best
them.
character in the game.
The
Best character in the
Sucrose
game.
upscale.
Yeah,
The
we
Sucrose
are talking about Sucrose.
Yeah.
The thing is, I want to differentiate between right now and then like the Columbina Zabai stuff, and then when we talk about those, we can also adjust the other characters because obviously the funny thing, Columbina stuff affected Sucrose's power level way more than any of the Hexen Circle stuff, I would say.
Yes.
Oh, really?
I guess Morlani and Sucrose puts Sucrose quite high, so I guess that already makes her higher than Shilonan and Chef.
Yeah. Although, move Bennett down. Like, Bennett is like
what?
Mavuka's slave at this point.
I know you said that take already, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Put him next
Like,
to the.
No, I would
But,
say
like,
Alekino, Chaska,
It's okay.
Kinnick, all of
he's
these
just
three use Bennett. And then if we don't, like if we argue they aren't as anymore, then I would put Bennett down. But I think as long as he works with these three and is best in start with these three, and then Mavuka, then I don't see why I would put him lower than this.
Wait,
No,
he's not gonna be higher than like the lunar characters. No way.
No, we are adjusting the Luna characters. It's more like
Okay.
they are getting a bounce.
We wouldn't do that.
Yeah. I think like Bennett's just like Sucrose. Like they just give like an unreasonable amount of a raw stat, right? So it just depends on what character.
Okay, I guess we can
now.
put him next to Sucrose then.
Now there is
like
only.
when
But then,
when Notcry is over, we get more attack scaling DPS.
But then we should
Bennett
also
will be
honestly
better.
put Sidlali down, and not Escofia. We should put Sidlali down, in my opinion. Maybe. Do you think Sidlali is better than Bennett?
Sidlali is yeah, like I would say so because they essentially serve the exact same team, and Sidlali I would say is probably more crucial to that team than Bennett is. Both of them are replaceable.
I think from a like more meta teams, I would argue. Actually, no. Sidlali has Alekino and Chaska, so.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
now
not sure.
the last circle on the list is the flip bait.
Oh, Fisher, yeah. Fisher is honestly
She actually buffs now. Gotcha.
She does buff now, but I don't know. I guess we can put her above.
Yeah, their buffs are pretty solid, so she has to be moved up a little bit.
I like for
I
sure.
think that was already with the buffs in mind. But we can
Oh, really?
we can move her even higher.
The set is not gonna upscale her, but
Because
it's
she had
just
golden tube, yeah.
she's just solid now.
Oh, I
Gotcha.
remember when Golden Troop was leaked, and I thought that it wouldn't work on Fischl in Aggravate, because I didn't know that the Ascension procs were skill damage. I thought they worked like Ineffa. Or like Ineffa didn't exist at the time, but I thought that they didn't use skill. Like that they were in skill damage. And obviously it would have made sense if they were in skill damage. I still don't know why it is considered skill damage, because it doesn't say it, and like it's not in the description that it's skill damage.
Yeah, it never said such thing.
I realized that Clorind is quite high.
Yeah, I don't know this. I think I would put her
Move
above
her down
Ayaka
a
and
few,
Villet
and then
still. So I guess we can put her in here maybe. She did also. Did she get buffed by Hexen?
Yeah.
Oh, she did receive buffs because of Durin.
Yeah. Well, I thought about it. I realized that the gap between Clorind and Varessa is bigger than what we the way we originally thought of it. Because Varessa has this very particular perk of just having Yansan at Chevrus tied to her banner. Clorind doesn't have this. So in practice, like
That's
equal
true.
investment between Varessa and Clorind are not equal investment, if that makes sense.
the 4-star glaze.
Yeah, and 4-star
Like-
cons are very important, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Clarent does always run with Chevy, at least.
Yes.
Don't you?
So, pretty often, I think.
Only,
Not always.
only her release didn't have her, I
Yeah,
think.
true.
The release didn't.
Yeah, and she's only
No,
a
even
junior.
then.
Yeah, but good thing with Clorind is at least there's like Fischl's really good now. You do Chev, Fischl, Durin or something. I need to check. I need to make sure that's
Yeah, and
like,
Fischl
actually
is a
optimal.
Fischl is a shop. Is she a shop character? I don't
Yes,
don't
she
know
is.
what the.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
okay, okay.
Fischl is given once for free if you want her
Okay.
with the Hexerai selector, and she is a shop character. Yes.
Okay, so I think then we might actually consider Clarent, Fischl, Chevy, Durin
me
as like
check.
a.
Wait. Clorin's only ever had 2 banners. What the fuck?
What?
Yeah,
No way.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't-
crazy.
I didn't know that. What?
Unless,
But yeah,
and
like
unless
her
they
last.
didn't make fucking what's the name? Fontaine Chronicle ever, then there's no reason for her to only have 2.
Yeah, but yes, last time she did run with Chevrus, so it is possible she just keeps running with Chevrus.
But
Hey, if he runs with Chevrus, that's really.
you would still put Kinnick in low S. I mean, he does always run
Truthfully
with
speaking-
Janssen and Bennett.
Truthfully speaking, I've never calced him myself, so I don't actually know how good he is. But according to other people,
He just does numbers. His
Yeah, he just
vertical
has
is also
numbers.
in.
yeah.
I think if you assume like, if you do the C2 route and then get C6 Janssen, that's probably optimal for him, and then PMC and Bennett or something.
yeah. Also,
Which makes him
I
even
tried.
worse.
Five cannon is very easy.
Yeah, it is.
Six probably isn't. I haven't like really got into that. Like,
Okay.
like
Oh,
with
6
or
is
without the
worse.
burst. Yeah, with or without the burst, 5 is very easy.
For sure.
But yeah, 6 I haven't really tried. But I assume that one's harder.
Okay, Jehoda. We still have to reconsider Jehoda. I would say
no.
I would put her low. I'm not actually. She does have like at C6. She does have meta teams, but like effectively her C6 is not accessible for Lunar teams because she only ran on a non-Lunar banner. So not a
Which is
singular
really funny.
Lunar character will, not a singular person who mains Lunar, a Lunar carry will have her unless she literally runs back to back, which is not happening.
Yeah.
So that bumps her value just down by 1 million.
Definitely. Can I address the elephant in the room that's named Farina?
Yeah, we have to.
That's a bit too high. She is Skirk bot. A pretty good
Is
Skirk
that-
bot. Better than I thought. I went and checked, like for real this time. She ends up being like 23% better than Xingqiu for Skirk, which is very impressive.
True.
Wait, no, not
That makes-
23%. What am I saying? 19%.
That makes-
23 is the
19.
That makes complete sense.
Yeah,
But she's
19%.
still
I
less
thought it was
than-
more like maybe like 14% or something, but no, she is actually like a sizable upgrade over Xingqiu, which is nice.
But she's
Farina
still
is actually quite good.
she's still much lower than Skirk's signature, right?
Yeah, Skirk's signature is 27%. Farina's 19%.
Okay. Well, but I
Or-
don't know how
okay.
much I would put her down though. I still think that they are.
The
Actually,
low
no.
flints.
Like Farina should be. My opinion is that she's still S tier, but she's like low S tier. Lower
sure.
than
I've
yeah, below Flynn.
recently.
That's perfect.
No, I don't know if
Also-
I would put her. No, but
This is not
obviously
including.
we are
This is not
adjusting
including Columbina stuff yet, right?
yet, yeah. So I would.
Okay, yeah. In that case,
I-
I would say
We're putting Flynn's like higher anyway. I still think Farina's better than Durin.
yes, sure, because the Durin lunar teams are Kek L. Farina actually has one real Omega team, and Durin's proper teams are less. I don't.
I think for
I don't
us, Farina is I don't know. Veressa Farina is very unoptimal in Butterfer standards, but I do still think more highly of it than I initially did. I do like
Yeah?
Farina Veressa, yeah.
Interesting.
But it's completely unoptimal regarding cost optimization. It's like if you
It's really funny, but
But the thing is, Farina is just available on literally every account. Most likely. Like, obviously that is going to be less and less the case, because
Yeah.
more accounts are created every single
yeah, exactly.
new
Like, see-
version, probably.
What do you call that? Is it like confirmation bias, or is it like some kind of circular
Yeah, I don't know.
like circular logic?
Yeah,
Or,
it is. It
no,
feels
not
like
confirmation.
that. I know what you mean. It does feel
Yeah.
like that.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like I was talking to Jello, and he brought up a pretty interesting point. Here, let me see if I can find exactly what he said.
When were you talking to Jello?
Jello? Just like yesterday.
Why? I didn't even know you DM'd.
Yeah, this is what he said. I think the main reason people cling to C0 teams with 5 stars spread across them is that it's simply often more fun for many people to get more units, and mix and matching more teams is more fun. Rather than vertically investing into Llama, they'd rather get in Nefa. Even if C2... This is talking about the Columbina on-field team, by the way.
Oh.
Even if C2 Llama would be better, it's hard to deny for a low spender or F2P, the prospect of 2 more units rather than 2 more constellations is enticing.
I mean,
Yeah, this is. I mean,
this
it's
is
true because it's coming from me that like I have very low resources when it comes to this free to play moment. So like when I sometimes get a consolation, which outside of Sino I got like Porfurina and Nefercons. I sometimes look at them and think like this could have been another character, you know?
I would still
Yeah.
disagree. I don't think we should get like we should give advice like that. That is their own choice. but,
Exactly.
like
That's what I said.
oh, okay.
So basically, I think the important thing is if there's a new character that you like, just for any reason, that should take priority. Because like at the end of the day, like the point of playing the game is to have fun. Like let's say Chiori, like what optimal as a support, like what optimal cost optimized teams does she have? None. Fucking she's just gonna like technically drag any team down, right? But I don't care. I'm gonna play Chiori anyway because she's cool.
Okay, technically speaking, if you have Chiori, then you can play Zabai now, like soon.
Yeah. You can exactly. So that's where you would put her, right? But technically, that is not in any way, shape, or form Zabai's cost optimized team at all. Like you would rather just use the Goro you get on her banner or whatever, rather than just like having Chiori. But like if you like Chiori, you should absolutely get Chiori because you like Chiori. Simple as that. But I think that as a default, like whenever there's an option to put a new character in a team, like that option being unconditionally the default over like just getting a weapon or constellation is what's wrong. And the fact that this default is and then like we were talking about Farina, like she's available everywhere. She's on every account. Like people like the default is assuming people will only do this. Just get as many characters spread across the team as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And for that reason, like some quote-unquote universal characters are just assumed. And they just get pushed. And then more people get them. And then, like, because we think more people got them, they're more and more pushed. Like, this kind of circular thing. I don't know how to describe it fully, but like I don't like the way that this is the default. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, it's something people can do, but I really think it should just be limited to characters that you particularly care about, like you particularly think are like cool. Like you like the Clanker. The Clanker looks funny, so. Like you like the funny Clanker, you can slot her in a bunch of places, but it shouldn't be like because you can slot the Clanker into a bunch of places, everybody should have the Clanker.
exactly.
Like fundamentally, how many of these different teams you can like theoretically play do you personally actually care about? You know what I mean? Like, do they exist for you? Like back in the day, I would say the worst example of this of all time was just Sumeru, obviously. How many different variations of Hyperbloom and Burgeon were considered different teams? There were like probably hundreds. Every single one of them was trash, of course. No, like this with an Animo character, with a fucking Cryo character. They're all different team archetypes. They're all trash. Like worst versions of like base Hyperbloom.
True.
But
Okay, so
like there was a time where every single one was regarded as a different team, which is why like Dendro characters like Nahida, their value was like regarded as so high. Like I feel like right now Inefa is kind of similar. Like wow, you can play so many different teams with Inefa, but like how many of these teams are actually like relevant to you? You know what I mean?
That is very true.
Yeah.
So in
Well
order to
said.
get the exact amount of Hyperbloom teams that existed is pick up every single Electro character that can trigger Hyperbloom, multiply by the amount of Hydro characters that can be solo, and enable just the right bloom amounts to be optimal. Multiply the amount of dendro bullshit you can put to enable those blooms, and then add up every single 2.0 and below character that existed, like the fourth slot.
Mhm.
The amount of different, quote unquote, different hyperbloom teams that exist.
Yeah.
Like, and if I give like an estimative, it's probably like 2,000. I think 2,000 teams.
Yeah,
Please.
as
Yeah.
chat is saying, the I went to lose video with the 28 different teams, and all of them were Inefa Colombina bullshit.
Oh yeah.
That was quite
Do
annoying.
you remember that image of like so many Columbina teams, and it's
Yeah.
like the same thing over and over?
Yeah.
There's one image, very old, that has the caption of Genshin players team building creativity, and it's just Bennett jungling variants.
Yeah.
Like it's basically the same thing, and it's with Columbina Inefa or
True,
Columbina.
true. But at least with Bennett jungling, it felt like every single team interacted with them differently. Within Inefa and
yeah, at
Colombina,
least
you
the
always
core.
get the same result.
Mhm. Yeah, with Bennett jungling, it was more of a buffy / enabling core. The other, like genuine, Columbina Inefa is genuinely wheelchair for
Yeah.
90%. Like
Yeah.
no synergy at all.
Okay. Speaking of which, we should probably, before we talk about that topic too much, we should get into Luna stuff now. So I think we should first adjust the characters in order that they released. So first would be Inefa, then Lauma, then Flint, then Nefa. Oh, Aino, of course, because Aino is affected by Columbina's release. And then, yeah, the other characters as well. And then finally place the last three. So I will go ahead. Inefa is okay, honestly, yeah, we have to put Flint and Inefa together. I just realized. Because I would say that I think Inefa is still better than Flint, obviously, because Colombina Inefa teams, it wasn't my agenda, but I can see this Flint's Sucrose Inefa, no, not Flint Sucrose. Sucrose Fischl Inefa Colombina with signature on Inefa. That's something that Butterfer said, and I actually do believe in that. It shouldn't be very far off from Flint's.
Yeah, true. And the drivers has there's like two possible drivers for it, like Sucrose and Ifa. Jahoda sadly is a bow user.
Yeah, Jahoda can't drive. No, Jahoda doesn't have a driving license.
I mean, since and what's the character? So official, only the C6 needs normal attacks, and the others don't need it. You can technically just charge attack and refresh it with fresh review with charge attacks. Yo, this is an upscale.
Sure. Not the charge attack Jahoda gameplay.
Oh no.
I mean, you get to look up though. That's a big up.
True. Okay, I will put Inefa and Flint just very high, obviously. I would maybe
inflation.
like I don't know about
wow.
these Skirk, Sidlani, and Escoffier. Nefa we are obviously adjusting next, but Butterfer, what would you say? Flint, Inefa versus Skirk, Sidlani, and Escoffier? Better?
Okay, so first thing is, I don't necessarily think Mavuika is... Okay, she is still the best, but I don't think
we're
she's
adjusting
like...
Mavuika as well at the end.
Yeah, so I think it makes more sense to me to put all of these kind of together, because to me they're...
Oh, Mavuika down
like,
already?
Yeah, put Sucrose in the highest tier because she's not the best character.
Sucrose
Yeah.
not yet.
Okay. So this is what I do. I think, in my opinion, Flynn's is very strong, but like what we said about that's not even
Sucrose
relevant
Fisher.
because yeah, Sucrose Official. Does that? Okay. I'm not gonna care about that. To me,
Someone
that's
just bring out the best point ever. S stands for Sucrose Stans. W. Easy.
S for Sucrose Stans. What else could S stand for?
Oh.
Anyway.
Oh, that's not.
Yeah, no.
Let's continue.
Let.
Why are you laughing?
Easy.
Sorry. Anyway, where was I with Inefa? So yeah, Inefa Flynn's. Is Zubai here yet?
yet.
She's still
I
to be ranked.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Lauma, out of all the lunar characters, like
We are not
just-
at Lauma yet. I already explained the order. So are you okay?
I know,
with,
but
are you okay with
Yeah, I
Flinty
mean-
Nefer for now? We can adjust.
Flint-
Yeah,
Inefa-
Lauma
yes,
has
yes,
to be.
yes.
Then we could put
Yeah,
then we
Lauma
can
has
put
to be
Lauma above
upscaled.
Inefer and Flint's. I will put Aino unironically. Because of Columbina, she does take a bit of a dip, but I think that Nefer, because of if you use the strategy that I've been saying for, or like that I've been recommending for Aino, which is the Forest Regalia R5 with the instructor set. And obviously her other upsides that she actually has over Columbina, which is her faster burst generation. Like she can get her burst faster, especially if you have like C4. Which obviously, yeah, that could be hard to get. And then if you get C6 eventually, that can also be a pro. But all of these smaller upsides make it so that in Nefer teams specifically, also because C1 is a bigger deal in Nefer teams than it is for Flint and Zubai, I still think that Aino is clinging on to Nefer, while for the other two, Columbina's always better. Unless in this specific situation where Zubai is running after Columbina, and it's hard to guarantee Iluga unless you literally save for C2 Zubai, in which it might just be better to skip Columbina and then you use Aino anyway. But I'm not sure if that is something that we can use in a tier list as an argument. Because
that's what I'm doing.
and that's what you're
Yeah,
doing, I know. But like some accounts are going to have enough saved to guarantee both of them, and some are going to do the other strategy. So, and obviously if they rerun at some point, then they might just run together. So you can go for Zubai and then go for Columbina and get Illuria constellations anyway on both sides. So I don't know how I'm. Butterfer, what do you think about this? Butterfer? Oh, did you not pay attention? It's okay.
Like, are we talking about Aino?
I think.
Yeah, we are talking about Aino.
Yeah, right.
How do we value Zubai C2 using Aino if you don't have enough to go for Columbina and you need to skip Columbina? But technically you could have saved enough for
Yeah, I heard all that.
Oh, okay.
I think it's more than that. The fact that is like you could want to play two lunar teams.
That
right?
is
Because
also-
for
that is
Stygian,
also true.
you need 3 teams. So like I know already because of that has value. even if you have Columbina, if you want to play another one, I know is good. Like I would say Columbina is just better significantly in all three teams, but I do think I don't know which one is Columbina the least big upgrade in?
Nefer.
Let me take a look. No, she's the biggest upgrade in Nefer because she can
She's
double Llama's quills.
No, that's actually not the case. I think we had a bit of a misconception regarding that. The Llama quill thing.
Really?
Yeah, we did. Because what we didn't consider is that doubling quills would be necessary. Because if Llama doesn't double quills, then Columbina's personal damage tanks, because without these quills, her personal damage is so much worse compared to Flint's and Zabai. So with the quills, she is similar, she is higher, but she's quite similar in sub DPS to Flint's and Zabai. So I actually calced, because of that reason, I calced Flint's to get a bigger upgrade, especially if you use Forest Regalia. Forest Regalia Instructor, I know. And then specifically if you have verticaled into Nefer, then the increase is even lower. So that is something that we didn't consider when we glazed the thing. The thing is, if they actually had the same scaling, then Columbina would reach like 900k DPR or even 1 million DPR, I believe. But because Columbina's scalings are intentionally nerfed in Lunar Bloom teams, that makes it so that with Lauma quills, she can reach around the same level as she does have personal damage in Flynn's and Zabai teams. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for me, I got like 32% increase for Flynn's, 30% or 31% for Nefer, and 25% for Zabai.
What?
So,
25
like,
only? Wait, let me check.
Because it's because for Zabai, the reason why is because I assumed that you were gonna get C2 Zabai.
Oh,
first.
the Iluga thing, yeah, true. And if you consider, oh, that's a bigger.
Yeah, but even with C2 Zabai and C6 Ilua, Columbina is still a 25% upgrade or 26% upgrade, which is very good.
Okay, but yeah, if you have C1 or R1 Nefer or even both, then that also diminishes the value of Columbina compared to Aino because of the fact that Columbina specifically only buffs Lauma, but only buffs Lauma and her. But the other thing that Butterfer already mentioned in another episode, the optimal investment strategy is Columbina before vertical investment. So it is
exactly. Yeah.
It is another pickle situation. But
yeah, and then at this point, Lauma C2 is like after this is after you get Columbina, by the way. Lauma C2 is as good as Nefer C1 R1.
Yeah, Columbina changes the vertical strategy as well. So I don't know.
So
I think Aino deserves to be somewhat high in A, just because I value what she does in F1.
And yeah, there's another thing I didn't mention yet. Columbina on field or without.
Oh yeah, that also uses Aino.
By Flynn's Nefer. That team wants Aino a lot for double hydro and for like getting hydro particles and having a little bit of buffs, I guess.
So yeah,
that team wants
that is true. That is true. And I don't want I want the misconception to die that Aino is the character without a kit and then that she's dog shit or something. Because let's be real, like the fact that she has certain equipment, the fact that she can hold instructor, the fact that she doesn't do personal damage so she can hold instructor, the fact that she can also in Flint's teams and Nefer teams, not Nefer team, Flint's and Zebai teams, she also has personal damage because no. In Zebai teams, in Flint's team, she doesn't have personal damage if you have Inefer. But in Zebai teams, she gets the second most, if you build her for crit, she gets the second part of the crystallized reactions. So she's doing around 200k damage, I believe, which is not nothing.
Yes.
And then the Pharaoh's Regalia, obviously. And then C1 itself is 80 EM, which for Nefer is already, like, she has a kit. I don't want people to think that Aino is pulling forward despite doing that. It's like Citlali also doesn't really have, like, all Citlali does is resistant shred and apply cryo. Technically, you could say she doesn't have a kit, but what makes her so strong is the TTDS and the application in Mavrika teams.
Application, exactly. Like the way it's lined up so perfect. She just has this random spirit vessel skull that pops, and that just gets you so many extra melts.
True.
You can line it up.
Yeah, I would say that Aino's application is also holding her back because it's a bit awkward in certain scenarios, but she has pretty high uptime for like she has 14 out of 15 seconds or something, which is another. I think she also has the shortest rotation length out of any Hydra option, because she has a.
That's actually like for Nefer. That's actually not true, because the optimal way to play her is to split her burst and her E. But
oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, true. That is true.
And she has this annoying thing where her burst doesn't hit immediately when you cast it. So if you wanted to proc something, you have to wait for a second.
That is also true, yeah. But at least as an upside, because like if she's holding Favonius, the Claymore hit is a double hit. It's not an actual like one hit. It's that is nice to proc Favonius. Increase the chance.
Yeah.
Although it makes up for the reason that burst doesn't. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so what are we? Where are we putting Aino? I think above Xingqiu is fair, but I don't know.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
fine. And if you like Lamau.
Roy figures you were the biggest Aino anti person. What do you think about this Aino placement?
He's muted.
Oh, okay. Maybe we rage baited him too hard with that Aino placement. Okay. Let's do Nefer. Nefer is going to. I would argue Nefer above Nefer. I think. No, actually no. I don't. I don't know.
It depends on.
I
mean, ultimately, to me, like after the whole, like, cheat PvP, I guess flip scandal. I don't. Does it have anything to do with Flip himself? I don't think so. But somehow Flip got caught in it. Nefer Zabai Flynn's cheat PvP Twitter bitch down. I don't know what to call it. I've started to just care less about cheat PvP between like similar DPSs.
Yeah.
So, like, is Nefer better than Flynn's? In my opinion, yes. But if you want to play Flynn's, then Flynn's is more valuable than Nefer. Because they're like actually close, right?
Yeah, true.
So, like, Nefer and Nefa, you can. I stand by Lauma being the highest of all the lunar characters. Because she's just the most broken.
I agree with that.
She's just the most broken.
Oh no! Are we already getting the hot
but like the rest
out of the?
That's not a hot take. There's no way.
Okay.
I mean, I like you could put Columbina ahead of Llama. She's a little bit different because she's like everywhere. But I do think,
I would
aside
argue
from
Llama's
Columbina,
better than
Llama.
Columbina. But I'm not sure about
That's
that
also
take.
fine, yeah. Like that's also fine. But what I do believe is Llama is the most broken one of the bunch,
That,
kind of by far.
I
Yeah,
think
but
I think what Lauma, Columbina, and Ninefer each do is that Columbina trades the or like she trades the amount of stuff she does for versatility, because she has the Luna Bloom archetype, the Luna Charged archetype, and the Luna Crystallize archetype. And
yeah, I guess the way to say it is that she is the second, like like a second priority for all the archetypes, whereas Llama is by far and away the first priority for Lunar Bloom.
it's like similar to Mavrika, although I do think that she's more important than Mavrika for Natlan carries, like Ressa, Mavrika.
Yes, absolutely. I'm more thinking like a better Farina for Skirk, if that makes sense.
True, yeah. That is a fair take, yeah.
Yeah, like
that is a really good way to put it.
Yeah,
because
that's what
the cope option, or like the 4-star option, is also free. Like, and Xingqiu would be the Skirk option, right?
Yeah. So I think like Llama above Columbina's fine. They're both, you could go either way, and I do believe these two should be the highest of the lunar characters.
True.
And then after that, Inefa and Nefer, Flynn's, Zibai, however you want to rank them is up to you. I think there's valid, like they're close enough that I don't really mind no matter what you do. You could say Inefa is more valuable because you're the kind of person to play other teams, and she is the most friendly in terms of being able to be slotted into other teams. But you could also say that's completely worthless because they're all just worse Flynn's teams. So she is the bottom of the list.
Yeah,
that's also fine.
I will say regarding Iglua, if we go from Butterfer standards, that is a very different Iglua look compared to like other standards. I think your standards bump him up by quite a lot because we can assume C6, and at C6 I think he's just a very good unit. But I do what do you think? I don't want to put him above Skirk. I feel like that sets the wrong picture.
No. Like Ilua, to me, he's literally just like Yansan, right? He's
true. That's also how I would put him.
Yeah,
he literally is Yansan. Or no, Yansan's like more versatile. But I guess how, once again, what does versatility actually do for like one singular account?
I feel like is Yansan too low?
No, me personally.
If you go from Mavrika C2, Yansan is on.
If you go from Mavrika C2, C0 Sucrose is better than C6 Yansan.
Oh.
That's just the way it works, unfortunately.
Okay.
C0 Shilinen is also better than C6 Yansan, for your information.
Okay.
But I don't know if Mavrika is ever going to run with Yansan again. That could be a one-off thing.
Okay.
Like Yansan is Varesa. To me, the way I view the game, Yansan is Varesa's Ilua. Like a very good character with good constellations that you can get alongside with your main DPS's constellations. Like I don't see the point in, because like that's the only team where assuming constellations is actually like meaningful outside of Varesa teams, if you're not like a C2 Varesa gamer, there's no like valid reason why you would seriously be looking at C6 Yonsan stuff.
And
if
Kinnick runs with the Yansan?
Oh, does he always run with Yansan?
I don't think always. Wait, I'm not sure. But
It's
I
just
think...
because he reran alongside
I
Mavuika
don't think
last
he
time,
ever
right?
has.
Oh, he hasn't? Oh, well, if he hasn't, then let me check. Hold on. I can...
Ian-san
Give a-
was with Mavwika and Emily.
Oh, okay, but technically Emily,
Well,
yeah, is... Oh, that's annoying. That's a pickle.
let me check. Yeah, no, like, Kenichi's never ran with Yansan. It's only Emily. And I guess...
I think they would
I don't...
rerun him with Yansan next, though. But I cannot confirm that.
That's, like, yeah, that is not guaranteed whatsoever. Like, you can... The only one you can, like, really guarantee is Varesa. Like, they were released together. They've always been on banner together so far. And it just makes sense for them to keep running together.
We need to adjust Sucrose. Sucrose needs to be above... above
Yeah, I mean,
Columbinas.
Sucrose...
Oh, by the way, I put...
Sucrose...
Yeah?
Sucrose, best character in the game. I mean, honestly, fuck it. Sucrose, best character in the game. I don't care.
Okay. I put
It's-
Columbina above Lauma because I remembered that Columbina has a carry playstyle, and if I consider her carry playstyle as well as Nefer Flint's Dubai, as
Yes.
well as technically a Nefer Sucrose Fisher, which isn't even a Columbina carry team.
I think that also goes both ways, though. Columbina carry, you could view it as Columbina carry, or you could view it as Columbina
Llama.
driving quills
Llama
on Llama.
driver, yeah, true.
Yeah, Llama
That is-
driver.
That is
Because
true.
like half of her damage is Llama quills.
Oh
or
yeah,
maybe more than half of it.
yeah, in carry it's more because the scalings on the charge attack is really low.
I mean, it's fine either way. I don't think we need to stress about that. You could, whichever one is more I mean, Llama's more broken, but whichever one is like more valuable to you is fine. Like, I don't think there's a wrong answer there.
True, yeah. Does anyone else change?
Let me see.
Jahoda.
Bennett.
I Jahoda Jahoda Columbina Lauma stuff
Shilinen.
technically, but yeah.
Shilinen is a little bit interesting. Like, I think Shilinen has the Furina problem of the circular problem. It's like,
Yeah.
because she was released, like, and Furina, they were from a time where versatile universal support was super highly praised. Everybody just kind of has Furina and Shilinen. Like, right now, if they were released new, you wouldn't... Is Shilinen worse? I'm trying to think. Where is her best use case? Well, her best use case is like high investment Mavlika. By far.
Yeah.
But that's kind of... I think Furina, we might need to move Shilinen down.
Below Farina?
Yeah, because I think Furina does more for at least at low, like more like relatable levels of investment. Like, I don't believe in the Yansan thing, but to me, it's more Sucrose, you know?
True.
Like, Movika Sucrose is just so good.
But how?
And
Where
I
do
should
you
probably
want to
talk about that
put
more.
above Yansan still and above Iglua, right?
Above, like next to Ilua, sure, why not? And Durin, Arlecchino is kind of underrated. Not gonna lie, she's pretty
Yeah,
she's
we
another
can put
Molani.
Arlecchino just to show
Yeah.
that we.
Arlecchino above Durin. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So Durin, Shilin, and Ilua Yansan. Okay, I'm okay with that. And then probably Kinich above Chaska. Chaska, you can zoom around. It's super fun, but Kinich does more damage, I think.
I don't think so. I think Chaska should receive La.
The problem with Chaska is nobody can calc her properly, so I don't know how much damage she does. Like,
I think they are close enough that I wouldn't actually. I've heard definitely some people say that Chaska is just better in a single target, but Stygian is single target only, so she's just better. Then I've heard some other people say that the fact that Kinnick, I don't know. Okay, it's fine.
I'll make one. I'll actually make one.
Yeah.
Yay.
DOT.
Chaska does have better vertical.
That's true.
Yes. Well, Kinich has good cons too, but Chaska has very good cons. Like her C2 is, I think C2R1 is what, like a 100% DPS increase, or at least personal damage increase.
Something like that.
Over C0.
Yeah.
Something like that. I need to calc Chaska. I can't calc Chaska. How the fuck do you calc Chaska?
Honestly,
I don't understand.
Can I make another hot take? I've seen a Linny one that has like completely flabbergasted me. Linny against the bat, or like against the.
Yeah.
And
what's Linny's best team nowadays?
I think it was I don't actually know what it was. I forgot, but it was very impressive. So I would put I think it was like a very low, like 2 or 3 cost. And I don't think there's any universe in which Neuvillette can pull something like that off. Obviously, we have
Neuvillette's so chopped. I think we should move him to the beat here. Neuvillette is closer. I don't know if you remember Noir's video, but in his best team, which is, you know what it is, he is like literally like 1k DPS from Ayato or something.
Oh no. That is so sad.
Like, it's so funny. Like, do we stop thinking? And then obviously his quality of life doesn't matter in Stygian. Everything's single target. Everything's a boss. Like if anything, his quality of life at C0 is worse because you get knocked around. But I guess there's an FI, so.
I think unironically. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he sucks. Like he low-key just isn't good.
Honestly, I think I realized what the biggest issue is, and I already realized this, but I forgot the realization basically, and now I've realized it again. Nice. Neuvillette is lacking a dedicated support. Like, he's always used the universal scum, basically. Like, he used Jilonen and Kazuha. Like, imagine using Kazuha and Jilonen as your best team. Like, that is so unoptimized. That is so, like, that's just universal characters being universal. Yeah. If he got, like, some kind
Give him a llama.
Yeah, kind of like. Okay, that would be too OP. But like
a charged DPS llama. Like every tick gets buffed by like more than twice.
Something like that.
Like more than double.
I think they need to give him a support that buffs based on HP loss, but not a Farina. Just straight up HP, like converts the HP loss into a buff. On him specifically, and I feel like that would also be a fun way to buff Wriothesley, and then make some kind of Wriothesley Farina dot unit core, or like a Neuvillette dot unit, because I feel like Farina being the only one that actively rewards HP manipulation in the game is kind of boring, right? Maybe they should reintroduce the HP manipulation era.
HP inflation.
HP inflation. Oh no.
It's gonna keep happening. That we already, like, we know it's gonna keep happening, but like, it is what it is.
Yeah. HP manipulation is what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do stand by that Neuville's teams, and that's the main reason why we've always like immediately turned to wheelchairs, because a unit that doesn't have a team is just going to end up in wheelchairs. Like Ayato fought. Ayato never had a team where he did anything, so he always was in a wheelchair.
True.
Since
Literally,
his release, he released with Zhangling Vape.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like the problem with characters like Ayato and I guess Neuvillette too now, like at this point, they're not that different. Is like just scalings. Like what? Unless you give them like a hyper specialized support, that I think you can do with Neuvillette. I think you were talking about what was it? Just like a HP loss, charge attack, flat buffer or something.
Yeah, exactly.
That would work. That would work.
I think
unless you do something like that, Neuvillette doesn't have numbers.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. He absolutely doesn't. But
it's gonna be tough for like to make it good, because like right now, because of Stygian, like numbers are kind of everything.
Yeah.
If you don't do damage, you can't be good. You can do damage and still be bad if you just like are unplayable. But if you don't do damage, no matter how good you feel to play, even though Neuvillette isn't like even that good to play anymore because there's no AoE, like you cannot be good. You have to have the numbers. That's like the prerequisite.
True. Oh, that could also be interesting. Like he needs to clear a Bond of Life and then he gets a buff. That would work very fast with Neuvillette, because
it would have to be a flat buff.
Yeah,
or like a huge buff that only he can access.
Yeah, he's already oversaturated on damage percent because of Farina.
Damage percent, and like it's just like flat buff would be what it takes.
Okay, the chat is absolutely kicking and screaming, and they want me to put all the Geo characters up. I've seen multiple messages that are screaming to put the Geo characters up. No, I think Chiori actually. I think
Chiori got better.
Yeah, I will put Chiori up, I guess, but I don't know how much.
Yeah,
maybe like
I guess she got a 50% damage increase because of Lunar Crystallize.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, which is what, like a 10% team DPS increase. That's quite good.
Yeah, but that calculation is kind of flawed, because in those kinds of teams she doesn't actually get any buffs. Like it's just like the buy teams with Iglua who doesn't buff her, and then Columbina who doesn't buff her.
I mean, Iglua buffs her burst and her initial cast, I guess.
I guess.
But
true, I always forget that she's the last character you need to use for her. Actually, no.
Wait, you don't even use. You probably.
Wait, I completely forgot how. No, it doesn't matter when she's used. I forgot.
Yeah, I mean she's alright, probably.
But yeah, I won't put Itzo or Noel. If you've seen the calculations, I don't know if that's just Noir's fault that he puts all the lunar contribution on Columbina, but Columbina is just out damaging Ito in that team.
Yes.
I think that is I think for Ningguang has high geo application, I believe. I'm not sure. I think she has
Yeah.
higher geo application than Noel and Ito, and technically geo application directly translates to damage. But
Yeah.
I'm
I need to try the Ningguang team that Seven showed in his video. I need to try it.
what was it?
It's just lunar crystallize. So basically, it's Ningguang. You build her on the lunar set for crit, but you go EM crit instead of
Oh, no.
attack geo crit.
Oh no.
So you let her be the main contributor of lunar crystallize, and you just spam charge attacks. It's a spam geo
Yeah.
application.
That could be
So
cool with
she does. Yeah, it
Actually,
is very
no.
cool. Like this is, yeah, this might be a hot take, but I actually really like lunar crystallize.
Yeah,
The way they
same.
designed it is really cool.
I think we already mentioned this, but the problem, the biggest problem with Lunar Crystallize is that it doesn't, since it's a completely new building path, and Ito, Noel, and Navia already have like specific things that they want. Navia really wants Bennett. Ito kind of wants his mono geo teams, because I feel like what a lot of people are forgetting is that he needs to build such high energy recharge in like double, like if you play double geo, double hydra or something, which also nerfs his damage. And then actually if you play Farina, Farina is awkward in his teams as well. I'm always forgetting that, because of Ito, Gilonen, and Farina's anti-synergy. That's so annoying. But I don't know how to talk about that. Can anyone else talk about that? Okay, apparently not. I guess I'm the Geo main.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I won't be putting anyone up. Maybe Ningguang slightly. Yeah, there's the Ningguang placement change. She got a singular. She got a singular spot. That's just Columbina being good. These teams aren't actually the Geo characters doing anything. Bennettless Navia teams are better now, though. Yeah, but it's still not the optimal way to play Navia. And we only care about, like, Bennett isn't nearly as valuable as he once was, so you're going to be fine if you need to put in Bennett in Navia's team. So I don't see this as a valid argument to put Navia up. I will still test the teams myself, though, if I find some special synergy. Don't you love teams where your DPS does 200k DPS? Do you love teams? I do. Yeah, but that's definitely not Geo teams. Or like Geo teams that aren't Zabai. Navia with signature should feel good without Bennett, I think. I do have to try. So, okay. No, I can't see it. Navia is so double pyro Bennett reliant. Like, she wants as much attack as possible. If you aren't hitting 400k or above 400k with your skills, then she's not really doing much in that team.
I already feel like
Okay,
Navia's
right.
placement is a little
What did I
choice.
miss?
The chat is arguing about Geocrystallize and if we should put Navia, Ito, and Noel up, and I'm basically saying no.
A geocrystal is a lunar. I think it's being like a bit overglazed in itself. I don't think it's gonna be like anything game breaking,
Yeah,
just like LC.
especially because the KQM, obviously we need to realize that KQM's is fraud and KQM's increase is going to be lower than the... Actually, because you stack crit. I'm not sure. That's always the weird thing. How does KQM's affect Lunar teams? I think it still affects it negatively.
Wait. Okay, so I just discovered this. I'm sure, like, all of you probably already knew this, but like KQMS only refers to the substat standards, like talent level like 9 and the bullshit like the GC Sim C6 4-star, C0 5-star, R3 5 like 4-star weapons. That kind of bullshit. It's something called courtesy or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Do you know where that came from? Like, does anyone in chat as well know where exactly that came from and where I can find it? I think that is the true,
Probably like 4chan
like, bullshit.
or something.
I've never heard
Because like
of that in my life.
KQMS,
Wait, but this...
like KQMS is only the artifact standard.
But it does say
that
in here
is-
that it's character and talent level. All characters must be 90. All talents must be 9 plus 3, 9 plus 3.
Yeah. This is the GC Sim stuff, right?
Like,
Like if you...
no, this is KQM standards.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, never mind. I might be...
But it doesn't say C6 4 stars, I think. It just says constellation.
Yeah, it
must be
doesn't say
set.
C6 4 stars. Okay. Yeah. Wait. Go down. I remember seeing. Go down slightly. Weapons.
Sim. Oh, this is GC Sim. Oh, I've never seen this.
Yeah. Like, so basically, like, to be honest, the slightly lower like artifact roll value, like, it is a little bit annoying. Like the 2 fixed subs instead of 1, it does like kind of unfairly nerf like Nefer and Skirk and like just basically all talent damage. But like that is to me a less big deal. Like than talent level 9. That is really bad. Talent level 9 and the like constellation assumptions and the way that like we approach like what teams we can even consider.
Sure.
Like there's you can put as many 5 stars on a team as like, and that's just fine. As many C6 4 stars on a team, and that's just free. But
I realized something.
What?
Well, yeah, continue.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that's the true problem.
True, I agree. Yeah.
Back when KQMS was created, it was hard to get talent level 10. No, it wasn't. It was because people feared that crowns were limited.
Oh yeah, true. I remember that as
But
well.
no, crowns are infinite. You can get as many crowns as you want. Like, just if you start the game now, there's like 30 crowns just on the map that you can get.
True, yeah.
And that's 10 triple crown characters.
We forgot to adjust Goro. Do we assume that Goro isn't Sabai's banner?
I mean, that doesn't really... yeah, sure.
Okay, if we
I guess
do,
that
then
makes it a
I don't
little
know.
bit better.
I think I would unironically put it. Oh no. Is he like this high?
No. Like, he's not nearly as important to Zabai as
like here.
And I know
Mid A. I think at C6
Sure, why not?
he's really good for the team still.
it's all right. 40 crit damage, and like what's how many?
The
how much
interruption
defense?
resistance, we haven't even talked about this. Zabai has interruption resistance problems because if she doesn't get her her 4th normal attack out, she has her damage kind of tanks like a bit, a decent amount. So Goro providing interruption resistance is really nice. I forgot how much though. I don't even know if you noticed it, so...
Yeah, I would guess that device interruption problems are fine. Because... Yeah.
They didn't... I don't believe they changed it in any version. I think she still has the same as Sino. Oh,
Yeah.
Royfigus,
And then...
do you know if they changed the interruption? Is it different from Sino now, or is it still Sino? For Zubai? Royfigus? Okay, Royfigus might be gone.
Oh no.
And also, I think she's a lot less dependent. Zubai is a lot less like dependent on getting the N4 than people assume, because like the vast majority of her damage still comes from the E. N4 is like nice, but it's not like huge, I guess.
Yeah, but like...
Yeah.
I think
Like,
it's still
for
like 10%. Wait, let me check.
Yeah, it's all right, but it's not like huge.
I mean, that would make... That's already the difference that would make her below... Like... That would already make her drop a decent bunch. Like, maybe to Veracity or something. If you cannot consistently get it. Fourth normal attacks. Hello, welcome back.
So I heard the Sino mention, but I couldn't say anything because Discord was bugging.
Oh,
What
no.
happened?
We were talking about, like, if her interruption resistance changed. Because I believe it's still
I don't think
Sinos.
it ever changed it. I don't think it was ever changed, like, genuinely.
Wait, the is just
I think it's still
Skirk
the
with
same,
yellow
like, Sino.
eyes. Did anyone realize that yet?
She has yellow
What?
eyes.
Yeah, the is Skirk with yellow eyes and flat hair.
I
Interesting.
think they have slightly different
I did
faces.
notice.
Yeah, she has the woman face and Skirk has the more like maid face.
Okay.
That's how the model is called, okay?
What?
Makes complete. Yes, it is.
Okay. All right.
Maybe
That's
Chinese
oh,
model.
Oh my! I just oh my god! I got jump scared by the viewers. Hi, new viewers, welcome. If
More
anyone,
viewers where?
if anyone's
there they are.
watching,
Wait, what about 41 people? That's quite a lot.
we had over 50, apparently. 53. We've never gotten
That's
this
nice.
much. Thank
This
you
is the
for
power of tier
joining. The power of tier list,
You
yeah.
should post more. You should
Yes.
post more YouTube videos so this channel gets
Okay.
monetized.
So I know everyone has the Mistbox, I don't know, already out because I didn't upload the Columbina video. It is coming, and if I don't, I have something planned just in case. If I cannot finish the Columbina video before Columbina comes out, I will do a Columbina pre-release stream, then edit the stream like Sir Jeff does it basically. And that's going to be the way that I will do my pre-release Columbina. I'm sorry that it took me so long, but I had in real life stuff. The entire outside, we have 30 centimeters of snow outside. We couldn't drive. We couldn't drive up the hill. I had to walk manually. It was kind of insane.
Oh.
And my train got stuck. So.
Cool.
But yeah, Columbina pre-release, it is happening. It is destined to happen, and I hope that will also attract new people. But yeah, I think we can already wrap it up, right? We made our predictions regarding Columbina. Is there any placement you want to change? I like that Raiden and Yaimiko are next. Actually, I think Yaimiko
The human
has
factor.
an upside in Inefa teams that makes me think higher of her, because she naturally can build EM and doesn't suffer from building EM, and technically she can do weird stuff like EM Goblet without her damage completely tanking. So she could technically do an EM crit build with Columbina and Inefa, and I think that would be like some kind of hybrid stuff. And because she actually has synergy with the team, unlike other Electro characters, I'm not sure. I think I will put her
I
slightly.
expect it
Yeah,
to be like Sino level, but only a little bit above.
I think it will be better than Sino, just because of
It will be better, of course, but it's not even a question. Even Seth is above. Just saying.
Oh yeah, Zethos is there as well. But I think that slight bit of synergy, I mean, it's that's fair. It's the same synergy that Zethos and Sino have with Inefa. So I don't think it's a special thing, but I still, since Columbina, I don't know. But I think she's fine in very low A. I think she's better than Raiden either way. So, is there any other character that has like special synergy with the Luna?
That is good. No.
No.
Kave doesn't do anything even with Llama. It's just wheelchair and not
Yeah,
very useful on Twitter.
yeah.
Wait, was
Kave doesn't change
with
with
Llama?
Llama. Kave's always shit, no matter what.
If anything, Kave's too high.
And even then,
True.
even if you think about like Kave with Llama, you have to think that it's not Llama being strong, it's Kave being bruh.
Yeah.
You
True.
gotta look at both ways. It's not just Llama is so strong, so now Kave is great. It's like by far the worst option for Llama bullshit. I'm sorry.
True.
Yeah.
Very, very true. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's technically
Sucrose to SS.
we haven't talked about like Albedo, Duran, and Navia, did we? But I believe that is too wheelchair to, in my opinion. It is, if Albedo's buff worked on non-Hexen Circle members, it's like 12% for non-Hexen Circle and like 36%, I think, for Hexen Circle members. If it was that 36% for Navia as well, I think she would unironically get a nice buff, but it doesn't work like that. So it is effectively a wheelchair, and I'm 100% sure that Duran Albedo is out-damaging, especially with C1 Albedo, which is another upside that we haven't even talked about with Albedo, but that should just out-damage Navia. So yeah, that is also something. We didn't talk about Duran Mona, but that's just because Duran Mona sucks. That team is fraud. It sheet chests way higher than it actually is, and I don't know why.
You see Durin, Mona, Lauma, Sitlali.
What is that? What is that monstrosity?
It's a forward vape Mona plus forward melt Durin team that works. It technically works, but it looks so jank that I don't know like if it's real or not.
That sounds ass. Beyond ass.
I mean, it does sort of have logic because of Llama existing. Because of Llama existing, every time Durin applies burning, Mona can immediately extinguish it, and then Sitlali can apply cryo, so
Yes.
Durin could melt. And then whenever Durin triggers a melt, he also triggers burning at the same time, so Mona can vape. So like technically it works, and it does look pretty cool. but I feel like it's a very expensive team for not a lot of results. I haven't calced it though. I don't think I want to.
I don't know what's happening in chat, but I deleted the message. Please, I don't know whatever you were doing. Yeah, I don't know. I hope it wasn't an actual spoiler. Anyway, yeah, continue.
Oh, it was probably like leaks. We're literally talking about Zabai at this point. She's technically still a leaked unit.
Is there any?
I wonder if Cat just died. Oh yeah, I don't think we talked about that yet. But my goat Cat just died.
Yeah, that is a huge deal for us pre-release people.
Yeah.
How are we gonna get banner leaks?
I wonder what we're gonna do with Varka this time around. Wait, Varka and who else?
There's this character named Lohan or something.
Lohan.
Apparently a
That's
standard banner character.
Apparently gonna be the standard of Notcry.
Oh, okay. So
Wait,
shit.
Isn't
Character?
there?
Okay, got it.
What about Hakushin? Does
Hakushin works, yes.
Hakushin doesn't show banners though, right?
No.
Sad.
Also, just saying to that one comment over there, P2 Mizuki does jack to be in Nefa. It's damage percent or some shit. Literally Kazu's buff.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. Speaking of, I've heard some people like recommend Columbina outside of Luna teams because like her motion values are quite good, and Sir Jeff even said that she has similar hits to Yelan. That is literally just made up. I'm pretty sure Yelan is at around like 400% or like 450% of her max HP, and Columbina doesn't reach 200 or something, or 250. But yeah, Yelan still is much higher. Please don't think that Yelan is like, even though Yelan is not a meta unit anymore, or like high top tier meta unit anymore, she still has a kit. And Columbina, kitless Columbina does not do that.
Yeah.
If you really wanna pull a Hydro character for application, wait for Furina. Don't put Columbina side of Lunar. It's legit a grief.
Yeah, her application is also somehow like...
And
it is more
and if you
consistent
do
than
that-
Farina's at least. But yeah, it's worse than Farina's, I believe.
And if you ever wanna do that, and you have like a shit ton of pulls, at least get her signature and then grab Alauma so you can at least have one functional team.
Yeah,
She's
true.
been a carry.
Yeah,
like
I think her signature...
Just the minimum.
Her signature also doesn't do anything outside of the Luna teams, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. So like, only pull Bini if you intend to either play her as a carry or focus in a Lunar team. Simple. Don't pull her outside of it.
Yeah, very true.
It's crazy that we have to say this because of the wheelchair propaganda.
Yeah,
But that's
true.
about it.
Do we?
It feels like we get a new wheelchair like every year.
It does, yeah.
A year? No, every like few months.
That's true. I
And
think the one that traumatized...
I just Go ahead.
The saddest one, in my opinion, that like it happened literally around the same time last year. That was Mavrika's release with Mavrika Silali. And Mavrika Silali completely died. But at Mavrika and Sidlali release, everyone was talking about Mavrika, Sidlali, Risley, Mavrika, Sidlali, Navia, Mavrika, Sidlali, Kinnick. Mavrika, Sidlali, Chaska ended up being her best installed team anyway, but that's just because she has a special synergy with that team. But like for everyone else, it's bad, and I want people to realize we've played these games before. Like, this is happening again. It's the same thing with Colombina Ninefa.
I do feel like a worst case of this is like Xianyun, Bennett, Farina.
Oh, Xianyun. Oh, yeah. True.
That wasn't even a wheelchair. Because the point of a wheelchair is not making the character do damage. It's wheelchairing them to victories. Like the character doing jack shit, literally jack shit, and the off-fielders doing everything for them.
Yeah.
Just quote unquote hyper carrying them to us into something that doesn't exist. Like, yeah, into something else that is like, are you going to enable like a stem drill for a plunge? Like, what the fuck are we doing?
True, we do need a documentary on wheelchairs. That is very true. For HSR, it would also be funny, because HSR had Tribby and Hyacinth that also immediately died. That was pretty funny. Hyacinth Tribby got extremely hyped up, and then it died a few patches later. It was embarrassing. For the people that were advertising. I was already saying that Tribby Hyacinth isn't, like... It is a literally wheelchair, so it's not going to last. Also, sadly, Butterfer made a video on Chiori Gilonen wheelchair, but that also didn't last.
It didn't. Absolutely not.
Okay, but the thing is,
Never give in to the wheelchairs.
There was never a time where the characters themselves wanted Chiori Gilonen, and I think if we get that up at some point, like a character that specifically wants Crystallize, other than Zibai, I mean Zibai doesn't count, that could be... Actually, that's literally Navia. But like a Pyro Hydro, like a patch character that wants Geo or double Geo, and I don't know, but yeah, maybe Chiori Gilonen will be good once again, hopefully. I'm still hoping that they will release elemental constructs, but I think I'm the only one with that cope, that they will do like a Hydro construct or a Dendro construct or something.
Yeah, they're never doing that.
Hey! I can hope. But yeah, and then they would change it so Chiori can work with any kind of construct. But that is just my personal cope. Anyway, yeah.
Also, chat brought up something that I wanted to like briefly talk about. Like, gaming is a good gaming is a good example of gaming. I'm just gonna call him gaming. You know, Nor calls him Jamal.
No, don't call him gaming.
Jamal. You know what? I'll do the part for Nor. I'll just call him Jamal.
Why doesn't he call him Jamal?
I don't know. Nor started it. We thought it was funny. So Jamal. That boy Jamal is power creep.
That makes sense.
That boy Jamal. So yeah. With Gaming. If you noticed, his constellations are quite strong. Especially like C4 for the energy and C6 for the crit. It's pretty like impactful. And you know who he always runs with? Xianyun.
Wait, true, yeah. Wait, you're right. Butterfer making a correct statement? Oh wait, sorry. No, that sounded mean. You always do correct statements. Oh, my... 1 second.
equivalent to like it's like C0 in EFA, C0 Columbina.
Sorry,
No, like that's probably
my internet disconnected, I think.
so yeah, my point was like if you want to bat chest or like if you want to compare team options for Gaming, like the actual equivalent comparison between C6 Gaming teams is C2 Xianyun, C6 Gaming, and then like Bennett and C0 Citlali or something, plus C6 Gaming, and then C0 Inefa, C0 Columbina, and like Sucrose. In which case, like the Xianyun team is going to be a lot stronger because it's a C2 Xianyun.
Wait, people were recommending gaming with Inefa.
Yep.
Oh
Because
no.
on sheets,
What?
on the sheets, on certain sheets, it looks better because the way they're standardizing it.
No. Ah, that's so annoying.
Oh, and about that, I still remember that argument where they had someone was like sheet chesting so hard. Apparently, it's a learning TC on Twitter that is also a fucking disease to that place. Hopefully, is watching this. Put a fucking disease to that place. Stop by chesting that wheelchair. And no, Ayato is not better than Clorinde. Is not better than Coming. Ayato is not better than Buffed Razor
Oh,
because
I
it
think,
has
yeah,
quote
I've
unquote
seen that.
synergy with the fucking wheelchair. And his argument was fucking Hyperbloom instead of the taser. It was Hyperbloom. I'm like, the worst hydros you can pick for Hyperbloom. Shincho's right there. I'm sorry.
It's a
Don't be sorry.
valid crash out. Oh, by the
True.
way, if anyone's wondering why we don't put up Cookie, because Cookie is technically in a lot of calcs people use Cookie instead of Sucrose. I think. Wait, no. Cookie instead of Cookie instead of Sucrose, yeah. Just because of a healer, but in my opinion, Columbina Prototype Amber, I know it's only like 2k healing or something, but in my opinion that is already enough. Like 6k healing? Actually, I'm not sure. Wait, let me check again. But yeah, I think most people just need a tiny amount of healing to survive. Which is also why the buff should be bigger than I said, like, because for me it's a bit lower, but if you go from Nefer Columbine, Nefer Sucrose Ino to Nefer Sucrose Ino to Nefer Sucrose, Nefer Cookie Ino to Nefer Columbina Sucrose, then that should make the increase a lot bigger, because it means you can play an actual sustain.
Yeah.
And also
I think like Columbina is in practice, she will be a massive like quality of life upgrade over Ino, because waiting for the do is so cancer.
It is, but I think Columbina's I'm a bit concerned with Columbina's like animation times for like Abyss speedrunning, because I know it's like very
maybe sure.
Well, honestly, thinking about it, is the extra verdant do locked behind the bird? I don't think so.
No,
it is, unfortunately.
Oh wait, it is. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
it is. But
that also means that's another thing. Lauma's first skill cannot be held. Like, it's always going to be a tap skill.
Then it depends. Gonna depend a lot.
But I think the first rotation is probably like a non-burst rotation anyway. Like, it's you just do Lauma E and Columbina E or something. Actually, no. Maybe you do half a rotate. I'm not sure how it's going to work out. It's probably going to depend on the enemy anyway.
You can be like,
I plan on playing.
Start with the You can technically start with the Butterfer's E, like just at the start immediately, or just an auto attack. Then Columbina EQ bullshit. Then whatever, Sucrose E next. And then Lauma Q, and then you probably should have at least one or two Verdant 2s available and get the whole E.
Yeah, but that assumes that you can burst with Columbina immediately, right?
Oh, isn't that for the biz? I was thinking of
I
a biz.
was
In Station, this does not happen.
Like I was for hold E, like first rotation, I was talking about stitching. I should have specified.
Yeah, no. You're not gonna get her burst anyway, so there's no point.
I think I'm
So,
gonna
yeah,
play
dude.
Columbina exactly the same way I do Farina. That is, just put Felonious on her.
So no healing.
I have Llama C2.
Oh, yeah, true. I forgot. That's also a big nice thing, by the way. That because Lauma C2 is optimal, you always get healing. If you vertical into Nefer, should be really nice.
Yep.
Okay, I think if no one has anything to like complain about regarding the tier list, do you see anything that's like aggressively incorrect, or can we just let it stay
I don't
like
think
this?
there's any elephants remaining.
Yeah, I don't think
they've
so
been
either.
all addressed.
I think at this point, everything that's like below A tier is like doesn't really. It's always been that way, but it doesn't matter what's down there unless you main these characters, and if you main these characters, you obviously have the research that people have done for these characters, what their optimal teams is and stuff. But yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you all for watching. Columbina pre-release, hopefully. Yeah, it will not hopefully, it will be done. So
Nice.
Yeah, thank you all for watching this episode, and see you in the next episode.
Please.
Yeah.
In 4 days, please do not pull on these banners if you're not gonna focus on lunar teams, please.
Very true. Very
Save
true.
your shit.
Very
Save your
true.
primos. The wheelchair is not worth it. Like the video.
Very true. Okay, yeah, it's true.
Right.
Like and subscribe if you like this type of content. Okay, see you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
See ya.
Bye bye.